So it's hurricane day. So far, no hurricane. But according to the news and stuff, it's supposed to start later. I mean, we've had some hard rain today, don't get me wrong. We got a nice little river going out there, but pretty sure there's no hurricane coming. Pretty sure. Maybe the hurricane service knocked out YouTube's notification system or something, dude. I don't know. It looks like people are just kind of dribbling in instead of showing up like usual. Whoa.
Hey, Daddy-o.
Look who it is.
I just wanted to let you know we got like a little notice on our door to take all the patio stuff and move it inside. Because of the winds are going to be really...
Oh, this stuff?
Yeah. So
yeah. I'll take
not
this
right
stuff
now,
down.
But...
Yeah.
Hello, Dino.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of shit in there.
Oh, yeah. Just taking the chair and your little arm in the trash.
Cups and shit. Yep.
They did the same at work, too, taking in all the chairs and the tables. I was like, oh, shit. And did you see my video of all the carts running away?
Yes. I just retweeted it.
Oh, yeah. Like, the wind was just blowing all these shopping carts in the parking lot.
It's really weird, because, like,
it's so
all this rain that happened,
Yeah.
it happened so quietly, I didn't even notice it was happening.
Yeah.
So it really, like, I guess this is just, like, the front band of it or whatever. The rest of it's supposed to hit tonight.
Yeah, it's coming in waves, it seems.
It's supposed to make landfall at, like, 8 or something.
Yeah. I was getting pelted with rain in the drive-thru a couple times.
It's coming in sideways
And,
on
like,
you.
these people that had their windshield wipers on, it was just, like, splashing rain on me. I'm like, could you please turn those off? They're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeesh.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Hey, guys. All 55 of you lovely people.
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah.
Good timing on your part. Get some tornadoes? No, man, I don't want no tornadoes. We're already dealing with hurricanes over here. We don't need no tornadoes, too. Dinor, you gotta chill, bro.
Chill.
You're way too fucking... You're driving me a little nuts. You gotta chill.
Hey.
You need to chill.
Stop.
Jeez. Jeez.
Cheese.
Do you have your pen?
Yes. Around.
Okay,
Oh, okra.
thank you. What's
Is the other
this?
one not working?
Huh?
Is the other one not working very
It
well?
died.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I was using it on mine last night and it just stopped hitting totally. Tried putting it on this too and it won't hit at all. It's like the
Really?
little,
Weird.
it happens to them sometimes. Like the little atomizer shorted out. Smoking a fresh bowl. Oh man, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous right now. Do storms frighten the hamster? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. He seems to be fine. He's slept through it so far. I don't think really anything frightens him. He was a little tentative when we first got him, but now like Dinor will jump up and put his face right up against the thing, and Posty will just walk up and put his nose right up against Dinor, like, what up? Like he's figured out that...
They're friends.
I think he's figured out that, you know, nobody's trying to hurt him. Are you out at the moment? Because there's nothing going on. Look, I'll show you guys the weather right now. There's nothing. You see? Can I lower this? Or yeah, there you go. There's the river. The little river that forms whenever it rains, but it's not even really even sprinkling right now. Sky is kind of partially cloudy. So, I don't know.
Our parking lot at work is a lake. We've deemed it Lake Starbucks.
I figured it would be. 'Cause it's so terribly designed and shit. But, yeah, I guess the worst of the worst is coming tonight. Or whatever they're predicting to be the worst. But I don't know, man. Like I'm still kind of new to Louisiana, so I'm not used to the hurricane shit. So I still get a little agitated when I see this giant hurricane barreling straight for us. But most people are just like, nothing gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like the place where
Meanwhile, I'm over here freaking out.
you know, like literally the state where like the worst damage from a hurricane in American history happened. They just go like, look at this thing. It looks weak. It ain't gonna do nothing. You're just like, oh, really? You sure about that? Yeah, yeah. I wonder if those people that got like stranded in downtown New Orleans said the same shit about Katrina. Man, this ain't gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing bad.
The difference.
I know we're on the other side of the lake, so we're way higher.
Well, it's not just that, but it is just a Category 1, which is, I mean, it's still a hurricane.
Well, I mean, fucking Katrina was only like a Category 2 or 3.
I think it's probably a 3. What was it? I think wasn't Scotty and TJ saying that the worst part about Katrina was the storm surge?
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
flooded everything. Was
Yeah.
it broke the levees and shit.
That's crazy.
But I mean, that's really the most dangerous part of any hurricane for a low-lying area. It's not the rain and the wind and shit that destroys everything. It's the fucking sea level rise that happens. When there's a big ass storm, it just pushes the sea level up, and if it's big enough, it pushes it too high for the levees to fucking handle. I doubt anything bad like that's gonna happen, but it's still kind of weird how people around here blithely just kind of ignore hurricanes.
Yeah.
I talked to TJ and Scotty about it yesterday. I was like, oh, did you guys hear? There's a fucking hurricane heading right for us. And they were like, whatever, who cares? I was like, what? I was like, nothing's going to happen. It's like, nothing's going to happen? How do you know that? Because it never does. It's like, okay. Except for that once. Yeah, this will be my second quote-unquote hurricane.
Yeah.
We had one last year, or was it earlier this year?
No, it was last year in October
Yeah, so last year in October there was one.
when my family came.
Yeah, we got all worked up. Me and Ashley were like, oh my God, look at this. And the news is saying there's a hurricane and it's going to be flooded and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, we talked to TJ and Scotty about it, and they were like, ain't shit going to happen, Paul. So you go, let me tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be a little bit of rain, there's going to be a little bit of wind, and then it's going to go away. Like, anybody that's evacuating or going to a shelter right now is a retard. It's like, oh, okay, all right. I guess I'll just take your word for it. Katrina too, Whoa. Yeah, dude, I might get blown off my porch tonight. This might be the farewell Highdeology stream. I lived in Louisiana during Hurricane George back in '98. My family all packed up and went to Mississippi to get away from it, and the bastard turned away from my house and towards us. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, why would you evacuate to another coastal state?
Yeah, why don't you
Go
up?
inland. Go north.
Yeah.
Don't go to another fucking state that's right on the Gulf, dude. That's a bad evacuation plan. Because storms will do that. Storms will turn. Are tornadoes more scary or hurricanes? Tornadoes for me. I mean, a hurricane, like I said, the damage from a hurricane happens slowly but surely. It's like, you know, flooding and all that, and that's scary enough. But like a tornado will just suck your house right up into the sky. Like, that's a little scarier to me. Like a strong-ass hurricane might blow your house over, so that's scary enough. But like, having your house just sucked up into the sky, I think is... We had a typhoon the other day. Nobody gave a shit. A typhoon, man. Yeah, I've never been in a place that gets a typhoon. That's one of those weather things that I don't know that I'd ever want to see. Like, I want to see a tornado. That's one of those things, like, if I ever become a rich dude, I want to charter one of those storm chasers to take me and, like, Ashley out during hurricane or during tornado season for, like, a couple weeks to try and get some close-up looks at some big tornadoes, because I've always wanted to see one. You know what I mean? Not necessarily live through one, but see one in person. But like a typhoon, I think I can live without experiencing that. Here's money for the inevitable house rebuild situation after Hurricane Gordon, courtesy of Her Majesty Satan. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you, Tucker. Luckily, I'm in an apartment, so I don't have to pay to rebuild this place if it blows over. I just have to escape it. That's all. Gotta grab Posty and Dynor and get the fuck out, if that's gonna happen. Who's your favorite rapper, both modern and old school? I don't know. Modern wise, I don't really think of Post Malone as a rapper, but I like Vince Staples. I like Post Malone for modern rap. Old school rappers, my favorite was Slick Rick. MC Ricky D. What about Squix? What about the Squix? Squix is fine. TJ and Chelsea have Squix buttoned up at their house, so he's good. Would you have sex with Post Malone? Sure, why not? Let's do it. What's your favorite Wendy's item? I like the old Junior Bacon Cheeseburger at Wendy's. I know it's small, but I think that it's the best small hamburger available in the fast food market, Like, if you compare the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger to a McDonald's cheeseburger, they have similar prices. You pay about the same for a McDonald's cheeseburger that you would a Junior Bacon cheeseburger, but a Junior Bacon cheeseburger has a fresh piece of lettuce on it, has a tomato on it, has cheese and bacon in addition. You know what I mean? Like, that you can't really fucking beat that, Burger King is, or like, what happened? If you really work at Burger King, I gotta know, man, what the fuck happened to that company? Burger King is inedible now. Like, at least down here, I don't know. Like, I used to already Burger King had had a big decline in quality and tastiness. Like, when I was a kid, Burger King was like my favorite. It was the best, in my opinion, the best fast food joint to go to. All the way up through my teens. Like, Burger King was like a step up in quality from everybody else. It felt good going in there. It was always cleaner than most of the other restaurants. And you got that flame broiled, that flame grilled taste on the burger. But man, dude, something happened like in the 2000s, like in the early 2000s. Like, Burger King just took a shit. At my last job, I would, when I got to take a lunch break, I would usually kind of leave and go grab something at a McDonald's or something, or a Jack in the Box. And one day, I was over working at a school that was right near a Burger King, and it had been a long time. This must have been 2006 or something like that, 2007. No, sorry, like 2012, 2011. I'm thinking of, dude, time is hard for me. Anyway, we're talking 2011, 2012, that era. I pulled into a drive-thru for a Burger King, and I ordered just a Whopper meal, and I substituted like just a chocolate shake for my drink, because I already had like a soda that I'd brought from home or something. So it was good on drinks, so I got a little chocolate shake to wash it down with. And I went and parked my car under a shade tree there in the parking lot to eat my lunch. And dude, the hamburger I got was wet. I'm not talking about soggy, because soggy is one thing, and soggy is something you kind of have to put up with when you eat a lot of fast food, because soggy happens in fast food. This was not soggy. It was literally wet. Like, if I squeezed the bun, my fingers would get wet. Like it would juice water out like it was a rag or something. And I don't know what it was that it was wet with, but it was just the whole sandwich was wet. The fries were the same thing. Like they were watery, floppy, wet, like greasy to the point where they were just. And the shake sucked. I was like, oh, I can't even eat any of this. So I just was like, I'll just drink the shake and eat something when I get home. And I couldn't even drink the shake. Like, you know how hard it is to get me to put a shake down? The shake was gritty. Like it had like, I don't know, like grainy in it. So I was just like, wow, how far? And it was the same Burger King that I used to go to when I was a kid. The same one. A little shitty Madera Burger King. Used to be my favorite place to go when I was a kid and a teenager. And now it's just like, pfft. Trust me, you wouldn't have ate this burger. Maybe you would have ate the fries. You know, I might be over-representing the fries. They were just not fresh fries, you know what I mean? They were a little floppy, but the burger, wet. You wouldn't have eaten it, trust me. There's no way. And I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna go back through a drive-through and be like, I want my money back. I just don't do that shit. It's like, if you're gonna go to a low-ass quality place, you're rolling the dice, man. You're rolling the dice. You just gotta take what you get. Five Guys is okay. I mean, I don't really think of it as fast food, though. Five Guys is more of an upscale kind of thing, in my opinion. Not super upscale, but farther upscale than a McDonald's or something. Ooh, that's pretty good. I've never had this. Ashley likes these. She says this is her favorite kind of Dr. Pepper. Comes out in the summer. It's vanilla float. I've never had it. I'm not a huge Dr. Pepper guy.
It's literally the best Dr. Pepper.
Dude, I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it for real.
I saw it there and I was like, ooh, yeah, that sounds good. But there wasn't any cold ones in the fridge, so I didn't put some more in.
Oh, sorry. I think I grabbed the last cold one out of the fridge. Do you like Smirnoff Ice? No.
I know you don't like matcha very much, but this is actually not bad.
Joe D. Derns gave $50. Says, experienced sexual abuse from a male about a month and a half ago. Now I have homoerotic fantasies. My body doesn't respond like it does to women. The fantasies just create anxiety. How would you deal, Paul, besides being bi and etc.? How would you, I mean, I don't know. You probably need to go get counseling if you were abused. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to tell you any kind of advice when it comes to that. I've never been abused, so I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about that. But definitely you should go talk to somebody, for sure. I guess in general, like, what you're attracted to and stuff and the way that that makes you feel shouldn't be a source of shame for you. So, there's
Still
that.
A no.
Huh?
Matcha's still a no.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not my thing. I don't know what to tell you.
It's alright. It's just really good.
Yeah, that's a pretty deep question.
Probably not something you should be asking, like, on a... I don't know, to, like, somebody's
Whatever.
professional,
I mean, I'd
whatever.
rather them ask somebody so that I can direct them to a professional than to sit and do nothing about it. You know what I mean?
I get you.
But you're right. It's a strange venue for such a deep question. How would you deal with rape? I got raped, and yes, he got arrested, but it still haunts. I don't know. Like, once again, I've never been sexually abused in that way, so I really wouldn't tell you other than to give you the same advice and go get some counseling and talk to somebody who's trained to.
You do have PTSD though.
Yeah, but it's not from a rape.
Yeah, but
Rape is a whole different thing. Like, it's a whole different kind of violation. And I wouldn't want to speak out of turn on it because I've never experienced it. So, at least not on the receiving end. Wow, that was an edgy joke that was probably really didn't need to be made. Oh well, though. I did it anyway. What's your take on IQ tests? Are they worth taking and legit? Well, yes. If you take an actual, see, most people think that they know their IQ because they took some online test, and even if you took a long one, you didn't take an IQ test. Taking a real IQ test is I actually did one. I don't even remember what my IQ was because I was a teenager when I took it, but it was part of a workup that one of the therapists that I went to wanted to do on me. They did an IQ test and a Kinsey test on me. He was big on tests. Are they worth taking? Sure, if you're, like, curious about what your IQ is. But as far as, like, does it mean anything? No. I mean, within a certain range, no. If your IQ is catastrophically low, it probably affects your life in a negative way. And if it's over the top high, it probably has some meaning in your life that it doesn't for everybody else. But most of us live right there in the gray middle. You know what I mean? And there's really not much substantive difference between, the middle range of IQs. That's where most people land. So I'd say, go ahead and take one, but don't think that it like if you get a reasonable score, don't think that it means anything about you. 'Cause it doesn't. IQ is one measure of one type of intelligence. It measures basically spatial intelligence. But
see rain.
here it comes. Wow. Rain just started and stopped in like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's like
It's making landfall soon.
It'll make landfall. See, I don't know, man. It looks like that we're like until it actually hits over here, it's not gonna really.
Yeah, I mean we're right above the lake there.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
we're
So
on
we're
the
in the
edge.
path.
Yeah, we're in its path.
Right. So
it's actually not in like New Orleans.
New Orleans,
itself.
yeah.
It's
It's across the lake, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually aimed at us.
Yeah.
Well, not really aimed at us. We're not gonna get the worst of it, but well, I mean, yeah, we're in the worst of it.
Yeah, we're in like the gray area.
It's still go back. Yeah, it's still quite a ways offshore.
Yeah.
That's a deceptively long distance.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to make landfall till about, I'd say like 8 is when I've been hearing them saying.
I'm sure
7 or
there's
8.
news here.
Because it's what, like 5 now? Yeah, 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, it's 5. It's almost 6. They keep saying Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, but it might not be until later, honestly. Strengthening Gordon to strike Gulf Tuesday.
I mean, the
Strengthening. I think it sounds so ominous.
you're going to get wet and smell like Barack's fleshlight? What?
What?
When did you sniff Barack's fleshlight? What the fuck, man?
That's the best.
Upper right quadrant of a storm is the worst side. Yeah, so we're in the lower left quadrant of this storm. But we are in the path. We are in the path. 'Cause we're north of New Orleans across Lake Pontchartrain. So if you look at the projected path of the hurricane, Lake Pontchartrain and north of it where we are is right in the path. So we're gonna get slammed with a hurricane. Stream till you die. Okay. I'll stay on until the storm kills me. Do you know Devin Tracy is in Louisiana right now? Cool. Good for him. Projections can change. Oh yeah, yeah. You never know.
Yeah, it seems like the most of it is gonna hit a little bit east of us. Like that seems to be where it's like most of the warnings and watches.
Well, that's the flood warnings and shit. I mean, we're higher up, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
No, we're expecting to get a storm surge.
Cool.
Yeah. It looks like.
You could have 5 million or bring Kurt Cobain back to life. What would you choose? See, that sounds like one of those monkey's paw kind of questions that I have to be careful what I choose, because you'd be like, oh, you want to bring Kurt back to life, eh? Your wish is granted. And then Kurt just like wakes up in his coffin all rotting and like, you know what I mean? And we get like a zombie Kurt Cobain.
Whoa, that would be metal as fuck.
Careful what you wish for, type of thing. Well, no, he wouldn't be performing anymore. All he wants to do is eat brains now. Now he just suffers as a zombie forever because of my wish. What happened? What?
So we have a tropical storm warning, and these are the hurricane warnings.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. It's still a hurricane because it's gonna turn into.
Take the money. Kurt killed himself. He will just do it again. Get out of here, dude. Kurt did not kill himself.
Bye, Felicia.
Hmm?
What? You said get out of here. So I was telling them bye.
What? Where did Felicia come from?
It's a meme.
Oh.
You're too old.
Sorry. I guess I missed that meme. I missed out on that meme. I was too old and crotchety when it happened.
Too old and crotchety.
He'd come back like Britney Spears in that South Park episode. Yeah, dude, you don't want that. That's that monkey's paw thing. See, that's one of the reasons why I'm glad that I've watched a bunch of horror movies, because only a horror movie dude, like only somebody that was aware of horror as a concept would even think about that as a possibility. But that's that monkey's paw, dude. 5 wishes, but be careful what you wish for. Pet Cemetery, another example of that monkey's paw mentality, exactly. Elaborate on your conspiracy theory about Kurt. I mean, we did a whole show on Kurt, so where I elaborated pretty extensively on why I question the official narrative on how he died. And I think you'd probably be better served watching that. Have you seen that Summer of 1984 film? Summer of 1984? No. When you eventually have the balls to pull the trigger, you'll understand what Cobain was thinking. Got it. Pull the trigger on what? I don't even have a gun. How did Kurt Cobain not kill himself? Jesus. Did you not hear what I just said? I don't really feel like rehashing the Kurt Cobain topic. If you want to know why it's questionable that Kurt Cobain killed himself, just go online. Go look at the fucking evidence. Go take a look. Go look for yourselves. Quit coming to Daddy Paul to make up your mind for you. It's not my job. Yeah, I'm still alive. Everything's fine. We just got some rain happening.
Ooh, that's a cool breeze.
Well, yeah, because, like, it's the ocean.
Oh.
The ocean breeze is coming in with fucking Hurricane George.
Is that Gordon?
Or Gordon, or whatever it is. Is it Gordon?
I think it's Gordon.
Is it George or Gordon?
Hold on.
I need to
It's
know.
Gordon.
Oh, man, dude, we might be in trouble.
Why?
Gordon?
He's worse than George?
This city is disgusting! What a joke. Your levees are a joke. Fucking Gordon Ramsay, dude. Hurricane Ramsay is happening, dude.
Now that you know the name, do you think we should evacuate?
Do you know what your problem is? You can't take criticism. You can't. I really don't know how well I could use this. I guess I could switch the camera and use this tripod, but I don't know. The problem is that I have to keep it extended out into here, otherwise my phone gets wet, because it actually does rain down a little bit onto my porch. So Hurricane Gordon, dude. Oh no. Dude, we should probably take Dinor down
Probably.
before it becomes like a nightmare on Elm Street down there. Like, that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you sympathize with Dinor?
Sympathize?
What do you want? You want some sympathy?
Yeah, you said his name, so.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like, you mean me? You mean me?
Mimi?
Yeah, it's you. Hi. Remove my cup so you don't knock it over.
I think I missed a bunch of text messages today because I saw you responding to my mom, but I didn't see her text message.
What?
It's weird. I'll show it to you. It's strange.
That's weird.
All I see is you going, oh, everything's fine. It's probably not going to be that bad. And I'm just like, wait a minute.
What?
I don't know what happened.
Block your mom?
I don't think so, because I've been texting her back and forth a bunch.
I don't know then.
Like, if I accidentally did it, how do I undo it?
I don't know. I don't know how to do.
I have to go look.
Yeah.
I can see all her old messages.
I don't know.
Holy shit, now you got me worried, dude. Did I block my mom?
Did you block your fucking mom, dude? That's so rude.
Dude, in a moment of fucking angst and salt and hubris, did I block my own mother?
Oh, no.
Is this what I've come to? Let's let everybody see the rain. Let's see if I can get a better...
It's hard to see it on these little dumb things.
Paul blocked his poor broken-hearted mother. I know, dude. What a piece of shit I am. How do we dance when the world keeps turning? Ashley gets to hit you 5 times with a hairbrush if you wish to repent. What? When did that rule happen? Nuh-uh. Stupid Dinor.
If he just stayed still.
He won't. Can you DFF that disgusting mosquito-infested trench water you have in front? Sure. It's really coming down in Alabama currently. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I bet.
You guys are, yeah, you guys are like,
And
you guys are in the cone zone, man. Oh, I missed a super chat, I think. No, I didn't. We're good. Yeah, dude. Hurricane Gordon is coming for me. What am I to do?
You're a spoiled brat.
Does your mom watch you like TJ's mom watches him? She watches some of the things that I do, but my mom's not real good at the internet. So she has a hard time getting stuff to work most of the time. But she watches what she can. Forever blocked. You can't unblock. You'll have to contact her through mail or pigeons from now on. Damn. I didn't know it was that bad. Fuck me, dude.
Imagine your mother sitting outside with her sweet tea waiting for her Peach's pigeon.
Peaches, it's been 6 weeks and I ain't got a pigeon. Starting to worry about you, baby. Good weather for a naked bike ride. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, actually,
Yeah, it would.
if there ever was weather for a naked bike ride, this is it, man, because it's warm, but not too warm, and the water would not be a problem if you were naked.
I think I probably ridden a bike in weather like this in my bathing suit.
That would work too. I didn't I didn't ride my bike in the rain because I'm not retarded, but some kids do it.
I loved my bike. I thought it was unstoppable.
Yeah, dude, I loved my bike when I was young, way younger.
Yeah. I would ride to like my swim lessons down to the pool and back on my bike. Sometimes they even like rode to school.
Dude,
Like,
my mom
kids
accused me.
actually rode their bikes to school.
I had to ride my bike to school all the way through high school.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
My mom accuses me of something that just straight up didn't happen. When I had to start riding my bike to school in high school, I hated it, obviously.
Yeah. They probably thought you were a loser.
Right. And like I try to tell my parents this, like the people that ride their bikes to school are fucking like they're the biggest dorks. But here's what happened, dude. One day I was riding and I had like the way to school was not like there was no real good bike lane and shit.
Yeah.
And I fucking hit this pothole because I was trying to not to avoid the cars on the left-hand side of me and flipped end over end and just wiped out fucking super hard. Bent the front rim of my fucking bike
Oh my god.
and skinned my palms and arms all up and shit.
Ouch.
My mom still to this day thinks I did that on purpose so I would never have to ride my bike to school again. I shit you not. She thinks that I ate shit that hard on purpose because I didn't want to ride my bike to school anymore.
Did you though?
No!
Uh-huh. Maybe a little bit.
I'm pretty sure I did. But whatever.
I know you enough to call you out.
Well, so does she. Hence why she feels that way. But yeah, no, dude, it was worth it. It was worth it because like I literally would have been one of the dorkiest people at school that year, and I just I got dropped off like everybody else that didn't have a car yet. So my freshman year wasn't a total nightmare. So I couldn't drive yet, so I had to either walk, which I was definitely not close enough to walk. I would have had to like leave my house at 4 a.m. to get to school on time if I walked. But a bike ride I could do, because you could, like, once I got off the main roads and shit near my mom's house, you could kind of go fast and shit. Get there pretty quick. But a walk was not... I used to walk it every once in a while. But... You guys didn't have buses? I guess, like, the area that we lived in didn't have bus service that was nearby to me. So I guess not. We didn't live out in the country or anything. I really don't know. I need to ask my mom why I didn't ride the bus to school. I don't think there was a bus stop in the neighborhood for high school anymore. Or maybe like,
I always lived too close to my schools to go with the
well, yeah, I've seen how close you were to your school. Like,
yeah,
that was just like
every
walking
one
or
of
bike
them
distance.
was just a car, yeah, too. Like, it was like I could walk to elementary school. I could have probably biked to middle school, but that road's really dangerous, so.
Yeah.
And then high school, it was like just a little bit down the road from like the middle
See,
school.
middle school,
So
I couldn't.
I could bike there.
It was middle school. My middle school was way out in the boonies. It was a country
Yeah.
school, so it like was down some long ass farm roads and shit. And it gets foggy, and there's just no way. Like, you'd end up splattered all over the road if you rode your bike out there.
Yeah.
So that one I definitely took a bus. There was a bus stop in my neighborhood, or like a couple of blocks from my mom's house, that would pick us up and take us to. That was Howard Elementary School. So, yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. But my sisters went to a school that was closer that they could have walked to, but none of them ever had to fucking walk or ride a bike.
Of course.
It was me. It was Paul's ego that had to do all that. The eldest is always the experimental child. Everybody thinks that being like the firstborn is the best, but really it just means that like your parents figure out how to be parents on you, and then they're way better with everybody else. That's how it works, you know?
I hear that.
So you get shit on harder than anybody else because they're setting an example. It's just poop. What about the middle child? See, the middle child gets the best of both worlds because the parents aren't exhausted with the idea of raising children, so they're not neglecting them like they do the youngest. So they get the best of both. Yeah. Like the first kid gets the worst. The middle child gets the golden age when the parents are still passionate about having children and they've learned from all their mistakes they made with child number 1. And then the last kid, number 3, the parents are disgusted with kids. They're just done. They're just like, why do we do this last one?
Like, why'd you do the first?
I'm the youngest. My parents were insane after dealing with 3 other kids before me. That's exactly what I mean, dude. That's what I'm talking about. They've just been drained, They've been completely leached of their ability to care about shit.
Dino is a drum. Dino is a drum.
I'm firstborn and my parents are hardcore Christian. Cool. That must have sucked.
I'm gonna take this idiot down.
Okay.
This sack of potatoes with feet.
Take that tater sack down. Is Natural Born Killers worth a watch? Yes. Marshall quit the cigarettes? Really? Congratulations, dude. I'm proud of you. Yeah. Yeah, you smoked like a freight train, too. So, big ups to Marshall, dude. That's a tough thing. I give mad props to anybody that can kick that shit. Yeah, you did nothing but extend your life and increase the quality of your voice with that decision, my friend. Yeah, dude, that makes me happy, dude. I'm glad when anybody kicks that shit. What up? Whoa. Ashley's looting me from the bottoms. From Dinor's poop area. I'm getting looted. How much do you bench press? About 350. How much you bench press? Because I bench about 350. About 350. You like eating spicy food when you're sick? I like eating spicy food when I'm healthy and sick. I just love spicy food. Is it true that you're 6'2"? I'm more like 6'1". But yeah.
Why did you use that accent?
Huh?
Why did you use that accent?
I don't know, because it just sounded like something that somebody that with that accent would say. I learned that from Indians, LOL. What's your favorite type of bug? I do like bugs. I think there are some really cool bugs. I like a Goliath beetle. I think they're beautiful. Huge horned beetle things. I like millipedes. They're pretty crazy. They're creepy, but they're pretty crazy. And I honestly like wasps. Like, even though I don't like them, like, I don't want them around me, I think that they're really interesting, aggressive, like, creatures. Praying mantis, that's another cool one. I really like them because you can just hold a praying mantis. Like, people are afraid of them because they look so weird and alien, and they've got those big, like, hooks and, you know what I mean? But, like, you can legitimately, they're really docile and cool little animals. You can pick one up and it'll sit right there on your hand. They don't give a shit. And they're really cool to look at, too. There was a lot of mantises around where I grew up, so I was lucky when I was a kid. I learned how to pick them up, and I grew up the first 8 years of my life out in the country, kind of in the open, rolling kind of fields that typify the base of the Sierra Nevada mountain range in the Central Valley, and a lot of cool insects, monarch butterflies. The air would just be thick with them in the summers there. Just beautiful, beautiful butterflies. All kinds of cool snakes too, king snakes. We used to have those guys just out in our yard, and you know, my dad wouldn't even. They're not really that they're not a dangerous species to humans, so they're good to have in your yard because they keep gophers and rats and all that other shit that lives out in the middle of the fucking prairie out of your house. Yeah, I didn't have any cicadas. Cicadas, at least, weren't a big thing. You know, we didn't get the big blooms of cicadas where I grew up, so I don't really remember seeing cicadas until I moved to Arizona. That was when I was first introduced to the cicada, but we had a lot of crazy shit, a lot of cool bugs. Hey, buddy. Look at that here, buddy.
Giant fucking, like, horse turds, like, by the stairs.
Yeah, we had prairie dogs and gophers of all different stripes, foxes and coyotes. A lot of coyotes. Coyotes are actually really cool animals. People kind of revile them, but they're really pretty. If you look at an adult coyote, that's actually a really pretty animal, and I love the sound of their cries at night. It's a really bone-chilling sound to hear actual coyote cries in the night, and that's something that I grew up listening to. So I like coyotes. I used to see them all the time when I was a kid. You know, the danger of coyotes is they were known to, you know, like kill your dogs, I guess, if you were stupid, or if your dogs were stupid. But I never saw that happen to anybody, so it's probably just a wives' tale, probably just an example of how people just revile the fucking coyote for no reason. Yeah, you guys better sing while you got the chance, because the storm is coming. Maybe that's what they're singing. Do you think these frogs are like, there's a storm, retreat deeper into the woods, brothers. Maybe.
Maybe.
He stopped right when I stopped.
Oh, that's weird.
That's crazy. Dude, I was having a conversation with that dude. Dude, I speak. That's why I've been doing this. All the time that I've spent marinating myself in the tism, I speak Kekistani now. I can speak to frogs. I have a superpower.
Oh, God.
Ree.
Paul?
What? I'm just trying to get the...
There are other people
Whatever.
in our vicinity. And you were croaking like a frog.
Do what? They don't hear it all day from the frogs? What is my read more? Yeah, dude. I speak to the frogs now. I speak for the frogs. I'm like the Lorax. I speak for the truffula trees. Remember all these little beautiful bird calls you hear basically saying, yo, anyone want some dick? Yeah, that's true. They are just like mostly just advertising sexual availability. It's like, Ree, I'm over here. Ree, where are you? Ree, I'm over here. Ree, I'm a dude. Ree, me too. Ree, shit. Yeah. Should tell them the next time you go to the shops. What? Wow, this hurricane is crazy. Batten down the hatches. Wonder if our power's gonna get knocked out, dude.
Maybe. The internet's may get knocked out.
Dude, we've got my phone for that.
Yeah, but we had a Monster Hunter date.
That's true. We were gonna kill monsters tonight. Well, I mean, we still got a few hours before the shit hits the fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was thinking that this. Hold on, let me think. Sit here and absorb more of this, or go kill giant monsters and carve up their body part. You know what? Maybe I could stream some Monster Hunter.
Dude, yes.
How about I split the middle? We could do that.
Yeah.
We'll do it right here. Right here on Highdeology. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's do it.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and end this, and it'll take me a few minutes because I'll have to set up OBS to do it right and everything, but I don't have my good mic hooked up, which sucks. But I've got the Yeti, which will work fine. And
It's still a decent mic.
it'll work. It doesn't need to be. Yep. And I'll get you on Discord so we can talk.
All right.
All right, yeah. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll start another stream in a minute.